afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast with me, your host, Imperial Dane, Master of Propaganda, Hero of Psych, Defender of the Fatherland. We're here to an exciting 1 vs 1 again on Horlotny Ferma Winter between, in the East, US again here fighting for, with Ulrich here for the United States 3rd Armored Division with Infantry Company. Again, versus Sturmtiger Cobra fighting for the Wehrmacht, for the Reich. For the 2nd Panzer Division here with elite troops, German mechanized and mobile defense. Bulletins, some numerous infantry, but a lot of MGs. We got suppression for the 50 calibers and increased accuracy. Well, not accuracy, but rate of fire and experience, but also single mortar bulletins. There's a lot of support weapon bulletins overall here for the two sides. We got one Pioneer, one MV42 here for Cobra with Grenadiers following up. For Ulrich, we're seeing lots of riflemen there. Well, as many as lots can be within the first minute. Both sides rushing for the central missions point. In this case, of course, Cobra does have a bit of advantage of being closer to the point. Plus Pioneers versus rear echelons. Pioneers, again, my apologies for the hiccups. But the Pioneers will have the hands up in such an engagement. So right there we got Pioneers going for the northern immediate fuel point. In that way, sort of set aiming for the munitions advantage, going for the fuel advantage. That can certainly also work out. Grenadiers moving there. MG42 moving up there, locking it through the snow. Come on, Dieter, pick up the pace. We've got Americans to shoot. There we go, sending up. So, also here aiming for the northern fuel point. Neither side really interested in the southern fuel point so far. No one likes southern fuel. Southern fuel feels very sad about that. We're going for the Grenadiers flank and the cut-off point. Pioneers, MG42. No, MG42 pulls back here. Maybe worried about a flank from here. Either way, though, the Pioneers are not supported. Instead, go for the fuel point rifle hanging about here. With more rifle in their 3rd squad on the way, and we got a 2nd MG42. Now this is a bit more interesting. Most players sort of at the moment go for sort of more Grenadiers and MG42s, at least sort of initially. We're right here, 2 MG42s, right, more thus getting a slightly higher number there than the Grenadiers. So interesting there for Cobra. Interesting opening move, could certainly work out quite nicely. 1 MG42 to come to the center, and thus the munitions. Question is, where's the 2nd one going to go? And you know, why couldn't he head southwards to at least try and take the fuel there? But again, so much effort there on the northern fuel so far. MG42, they're fighting for the building on the right hand side of the church. And we get Grenadiers heading southwards. So it looks like he might finally be going for it. Instead, he's going for the car port first for his opponent. So not entirely sure there what Cobra is thinking, but I think Grenadiers got their rhyming note. 2nd. As for Ulrich, what is next here? No upgrade, certainly also not all of fuel, so probably can't do it, but no further riflemen either. Riflemen quick surrounding the Grenadiers, pretty bad position. Again, I'm not entirely sure what Cobra was thinking in that sense. But there you go, 2 MG42s, one moving up, trying to move and probably cover the Grenadiers there, so trying to escape the Americans' reckless assault. So 2 Grenadiers, 2 MG42s, so 3 riflemen. Resource could be floating here. Looks like Ulrich might be planning a tick rush up here with the lieutenant, most likely. Otherwise, it wouldn't make much sense to save up that much manpower at this stage. Could be wrong though. We got the MG42 moving up here, going to secure the building in that way, sort of trying to secure the point, well, the fuel point that way. I mean, that could work out in particular, since at the moment at least, well, Ulrich doesn't have any grenades whatsoever, which is going to make the MG42 a bit tricky to sort of push out there, in particular since he's also gone for infantry doctrine and thus lacks any kind of flamethrowers in dealing with such an ensconced opponent. But there goes shoot up between Rifleman and Grenadiers. Overall map control here not good for Cobra. Rifleman ring about there, grabbing points. Can get the lieutenant now, but of course, will Ulrich actually get the lieutenant, or will he aim for something else instead? Only one way to find out, I imagine. And there you go. Troops down the far rear, caught with MG42, and there you go. He's getting the lieutenant. He is getting the lieutenant. Good work there. Good work there. And there you go. Grenadiers actually managed to overcome the riflemen there, forcing them back. We got a 3rd squad of riflemen on the way here versus that quick lieutenant move with all the manpower float there. But Ulrich, of course, this could prove a bit dangerous there for Cobra. Unless Ulrich is thinking about going for lots of 50 calibers, in which case it probably won't be such a large threat anyways. But there you go, finally going for the fuel point. Even as that is happening, of course, the southern fuel is being secured here as well by Ulrich. And of course, there's pretty much no contest there. I mean, nothing happening there at all. I mean, finally we got Cobra here also maybe sneaking someone down there, but at this point we got Rifle here blocking the way. That's not really going to work out there for Cobra. Troops here reinforcing. Lieutenant almost done, and again he's floating manpower, a lot of it. He's clearly planning something here in extension of the platoon command post. And I'd be surprised, considering the bulletins, that he's not going to involve one 50 caliber crew. So now is the time for Ulrich to sort of actually utilise what he's planning here. Of course, it could also just be them planning a lot of fuel caches, which also work, particularly covers the cut-off point with one. I mean, he's got plenty of manpower to get up at least 2 or 3 caches. Well, 2 if he wants to get out of 50 caliber. That is also a working option, but of course, it still requires Ulrich actually taking it. And so far, there doesn't quite seem to be that on the plate. When he's being pushed back, we've got a larger push there. Pretend to move up to support. And Pioneers, they're pushed away by the Start Riflemen. Still nothing here. In fact, he's getting closer to 800 manpower float. Come on, Ulrich. Do something about it. As for Cobra, we do have tech up there. Tier 2, like to make a nice company and all that. Otherwise, he's basically just trying to hold the series of vital points as the fuel and the munitions here with MD-42s. And again, unless Ulrich upgrades his rifle, it's not going to be a lot to deal with that. And there we go. 50 caliber and M20 on the way there. MD-42 here, they're stopping things up. Grenades still would be good choices. Smoke up. Even the lieutenant can do that, and then sort of go up closer and pop a pineapple grenade through the window, giving the Germans their daily dose of vitamin high explosive. Looks like that he's very much not within Ulrich's working parameters, at least not for the time being here. Like to make a nice company, plus a bunker going up at the same time here for Cobra. Of course, question is what we go for here. Will we go for Panzer Grenadiers? Will it be a 222, half track, or maybe some Pack 40s? Either way, M20 they're arriving. About. Now he's also learning here what he does. He's basically sort of working his way around. He knows he can't to take this on immediately. So instead, he's working around the hard point, instead sort of taking away your territory elsewhere, and thus forcing Cobra to maybe have to shift an MD4 to deal with it or suffer losses elsewhere. M20 they're arriving. Armored skirts going up. Good. Then getting the 50 caliber, still flooding manpower, and he's getting an ambulance. Good. Fuel caches would also, I think, be a very good choice there for Ulrich, though. I mean, again, he's got a lot of manpower, and that could easily give him a fuel advantage over Cobra. Push down there, continuing harassment up north. Then it is their quick get off Panzerfaust, but then they're going to keep the quick prepared. And there go, going to just pushed away with the M20 active going for the hunt here, try and wipe them out. Nope. None of that at all here from Ulrich. I think that's been a missed opportunity. At the same time, we're not getting any, say, Pack 40s from Cobra in response. In fact, we're getting the 222. That certainly also works. Pioneers himself was into the rifleman. That's not going to end up well there for the Pioneer. And there we go, M20 up to do with the MD-42 start building. That also does the trick. 50 caliber moving up. So lots of weapons there sort of running up for Ulrich. Again, the manpower float is certainly quickly being turned into a lot of units here from the next tier. I still think a fuel cache or 2 would be a very good choice, or a mortar half-track could also be used to maybe deal with the MD-42s. I mean, a few white phosphorus barrels here could certainly make things a lot more awkward for Cobra. And there you go, the 222 like a punch speed moving up to try and deal with the M20 but moving up there. Still no sign of a grenade, which really would benefit him, make it much easier to deal with the MD-42, but none of that. So it looks like they've just been moved out to sort of cover up the M20. No, gets off a Panzerfaust there. You can finish off the job there. And there you go, he didn't even have to incendiary to count. There you go, the lieutenant and friends are taking heavy fire there. But ultimately, though, a bit too many there. The MD-42 crew had suffered a bit too much. It's already been pushed back. We got a 50 caliber here, exchanging shots there with the MD-42 from the church. And a damage engineer on the 222 already, forcing it away. Lots of harsh action there. Fuel point there being taken back as well. Rifleman still hanging about there. We've got an even larger clump there, Rifleman in the south from Ulrich. And we're getting a second 50 cal machine gun. This one, though, might want to get back there. It's low on health already. Not exactly the best condition. There we go. Still new repairs. We've got artillery here to sort of deal with the 50 cal. He's calling up the mortars. The Granat in there first. Not a bad decision there from Cobra. Panzer Grenadiers with bun grenades, of course, could also be an option. Elite troops with stun grenades, also an option. I mean, there are a lot of options there overall for Cobra and sort of how to handle this. There you go, 250 calibers out here for Ulrich, should help him sort of fight suppressive fire, but also in holding territory, thus providing a more sturdy defensive element here to Ulrich's forces. Also getting access to the Browning light machine gun, you could at least consider maybe upgrading a unit or 2. Another option here would be to actually use the rifleman mines. Again, remember to lay down 4 or 5 of them, that way you can pretty much, and close each other by the way, and that way they can pretty much immobilize anything for a rather low price, which can then allow you to deal with the vehicle or tank at your leisure. Another push for the cut point. Fuel cache would be an excellent choice there, really, for Ulrich. Excellent choice. And we've got Tech up there. Major. Let us hope he does not turn into a major disappointment. So 50 coming in. He puts it up in the building there. Then again, it's getting absolutely hammered here by the mortar from Cobra. So that might not quite work as much as could. MD40 versus 50 cover. There we go. Now we've got two MD42s. If that one adds, it's head around to can't, yeah, but still either way, MD40 needs to get away. It is definitely outgunned, to put it mildly. Just moving up as well there. Further fighting here. MD42 Grenadiers plus regular Grenadiers. We've got the 50 cover shooting away. Does take some losses overall. The Grenadiers not doing too well there. Lieutenant taking losses. And he lost the 50 cover in the church. He definitely should have pulled away. He should also have fully reinforced. So then again, he might have been a bit too focused. He should have saved the 50 cover in the church in time. Either way, that is what happened. M222 then moving about, rolling around in the snow, hoping he can find its right way. Seeing as blizzards don't exactly leave much visibility there for the ones inside the vehicle. Rather than hanging about there, could sneak up on the MD42 there, but again, grenades would be an absolute good extra addition there. And again, he's not very interesting, in fact. He's not using the Browning light machine guns at all there, Mr. Ulrich. Not one bit. Do we have any tech up here from Cobra? None at all either. None at all. He's, well, got some resource swap, but then again, he could also just go for, say, mobile defense, call it a Puma or a command tank if it comes to that. Or I suppose he could try on something else. But Ulrich, so far, he's gone for infantry, but I'm not really seeing any usage of the dogs. And there you go. MD42 and mortar career being flanked by the rifleman. Almost got the MD42, actually. Should have pulled it back there. Poor decision, I think, by Cobra right there. Grenadiers moving up. Like machine guns, of course, could pop off a rifleman, except Cobra doesn't have the munitions for it. And what is this? Fuel cache up for Cobra. Good. I'm still surprised that Ulrich is floating a decent amount of manpower, not going for himself. Yes, they're going for something else. A 50 caliber precision sort of guard here. Good, good. There's a defensive element, making it harder for Cobra to sort of harass. So machine guns. In fact, he also stole away the MD42 there from Cobra. Cheeky bastard. Cheeky bastard. Of course, Cobra trying to deal with it. Of course, he can't start right there due to the 50 caliber position. John on his own, trying his best to sort of knock out that crowd car. Doesn't quite get it. MD42 low on health, but at this point, though, I don't think, Cobra should be able to regain, in particular now where it's pretty much within the range of the base MGs. Gets it too close. Oh dear, anti-tank rifle going off, and oh dear. Damage engine almost knocked out. Oh dear. And he's going to take it right in front of the 50 caliber position, the fighting position. Will certainly show what kind of position it is. There we go, 222 kaput. Fighting position certainly paid itself off there. So right there, Cobra pushed a bit too far in an attempt to get back the MD42. So he's basically lost the 222 and given his enemy an MG42 there. Awesome call up. So in response to this, mobile defense is called in. Ostrom called up to sort of plug up the holes in the line. So he's going to get a lot of infantry then. Plus he's still got two mortars and an MG42. So it's not all bad there, but it's only going to make things tricky there with all these machine guns basically that Ulrich can use to hold his territory, and he's even still setting up defensive positions around the northern victory point, and I could imagine another one around here could certainly cause a lot of problems. Maybe another fighting position, or maybe an MG42 that he pilfered from the German supply, well, armory. Rather than need more firepower, I'm still surprised he's not getting a single Browning light machine gun. That is, I mean, most people who go for infantry company pretty much go for it exclusively for the Browning light machine guns, and then see someone go for it and not even get a Browning light machine guns stands out a bit. So there you go, MD42 puts back the Ostrom there. Southern victory point also going to be held, and with that we're also seeing their map controls sort of being solidified here by Ulrich compared to Cobra, who's not quite there yet. Of course, he's got the heavy mortars to deal with the machine guns and all that, but he's not going to be super effective if he's not sort of careful about it. Another push here for the victory point, just as he actually moved away his 50 caliber. And we got Shermans there on the way for Ulrich. Cobra, nothing really. No Puma, no command tank, though he's soon able to get that one. MG42 setting up here in the shed. There's just one problem. There's a huge blind spot called the victory point, and basically this area you can't deal with. I mean, you can essentially deal with this area, but not so much this, which, considering this jet there is actually a huge oversight. I mean, the funny thing is, if this jet was basically sort of mirrored, so it was with the entrance pointing that direction, it'd probably be a lot more useful compared to this, where it sort of ends up missing out on a lot of sort of enemy territory. I mean, in theory, you sort of use it to cover this area, but you need something that sort of make sure your opponent can't easily just creep up from here, otherwise you're going to be in a lot of trouble. So, barbed wire or another fighting position is going to be vital for Ulrich to sort of pull this off. Fighting position, they got knocked out though by the mortars. That's certainly one way of doing the chicken, certainly help those mortars do something. But Northern fuel their hold. But let's bring in there, will the MB-42 open up there? There we go, but again, blind spot here. Sherman out though. 50 caliber on the way. At the same time, we got the fields Panzerwagen out here for Cobra. All he's got to sort of master towards the battle. High explosive shell stop for the Sherman. Good hit there, almost wiped the entire unit MB-42. They're quick to abandon the shed, realizing, you know, Sarge, this might not have been the best idea. Then it is mortar they pull back, other mortars might force to consider falling back. In fact, he's got pretty much nothing to do seriously deal with the Sherman. There's been no telemines either from Cobra. So to try and deal with it, he's got pretty much only Panzerfaust and a command tank. And a command tank stubby gun is not exactly going to be the best sort of weapon for dealing with a Sherman. Meanwhile, the Sherman pretty much got free reign here to sort of do damage to Cobra in the meanwhile. I mean, Ulrich's got nothing sort of seriously to worry about there. Of course, he might worry about it sensibly, but in reality, yes, nothing should really be seriously worried about here at the moment. If you send around, some of them actually seem to be going through here. Mortar round getting off a few hits there as well. Church resilient here. Mortar round failed to penetrate. Meanwhile, troops here reinforcing, rebuilding. Setting up sandbags. Good use there, actually using destruction for once. And using actually on sandbags here for the MB-42 to hold the southern victory point. Very nice move there, very nice. And the positioning is going to be much more tricky to deal with. It's going to take a rather long roundabout way to get behind it. So that could work out there depending on sort of how Cobra approaches things. Sherman moving ahead there, opening up the building. Command tank firing back there in response. Puma might have been initially better move than the command tank. Of course, the command tank does buff other units. After the patch, it's pretty much just sort of stuck to defensive territory. It's actually a bit more of an offensive weapon now, since it can actually support you on the attack as well. Cheaply enough. Almost got the Ostrom there. Getting the victory point. Could get another Sherman here. Jackson. Oh, still floating a lot of manpower. Get some fuel caches. Also munitions caches. Also spend some of that munitions. Mr. Ulrich. Artillery strike here, trying to silence the enemy mortars. The Granatenwerfers. Command tank being surprised. A lot of damage to the Sherman, though. Artillery barrel is rather delayed here. Knocked up some dirt, but that was about it. 50 caliber here supporting a rifle push with some rear echelons as well. Need to be careful though. Don't bunch up! If he'd been a bit slower there, he'd ended up with some supreme kills there for his opponent's infantry. Another Sherman in the way though. Command tank counterattack. There we go. Slaughters several rear echelons with its high explosive shells. There we go. Another kill there for Deutschland. Rather than they're creeping about. 50 caliber won't have much chance there. That's at the Befehlspanzerwagen either. Ulrich getting another Sherman, but still flooding manpower, spend it. And got Raven watching over there as well. So holding the south, and also holding the north. I mean, we got some decent defensive elements there from Ulrich overall. Mines, though, would be a good addition. Now, I mean, if you can immobilize that command tank, it could very well be GG right there for Cobra.
Operations advises a severe cold front is moving
well, game over, and GG for Ulrich, I mean. Finally getting grenades, so therefore we're finally getting grenades. Now, of course, now I spend all the munitions of that failed grenade strikes, artillery strikes, so there's going to be a bit of limited there as well. Sort of effect now. Sherman moving in, 50 caliber for that one as well. Also from there in front of the 50 caliber. Sherman gave a good hit, then the command tank. Second Sherman basically watching over the south and showing again no easier harassment. They will succeed in the south really. He's going to need the larger force to pull off. There goes German versus the command tank. Pack 40 also there, but could be outmaneuvered here, could be outmaneuvered, or Rapid could simply deal with Pack 40 while the Sherman deals with the command tank. But there you go, running front of the command tank. Command tank misses though. And the tank rifle grenade, smoke going off. Deal though with the Pack 40, the rifleman, deal with the Pack 40. There we go, Pack 40 goes for a hit there. Fields punch around, tries to escape his armies. Takes another hit there from the Sherman. Damaged engine, barely any health left. Sherman though has taken some damage. Mortar fire, grenades, their rifle almost knocked out here. Pioneers, wipes the entire unit, grenade goes off, almost got the Pack 40. Sherman moves ahead there, Blizzard comes up things a bit. Got a hit there, Sherman almost knocked out, So it's the command tank though. And the other Sherman's not moving 1 inch, it's on the watch there for the southern part, it would seem. And there you go, continues up north here, Sherman moving ahead. Almost got the command tank, Pack 40 can't quite hit it, the terrain is making it easier, plus of course the Blizzard. Almost got it, tried to set up here, but again he moves in the other way. He's trying to keep the front line towards the command tank at all times. And there we go, got the command tank, but good lord, that was close. No further reinforcements, still got the 5th cover there covering the victory point. All the way up there in the corner. And we're seeing here Cobra's basically rushing in, troops are trying to flush it out. Another command tank. No tech up there from Cobra. Yet they've gone for 2 command tanks. I definitely don't think that is very cost effective. Wrong though. But there you go, 2 grenades. There you go. Panzerfaust. Sherman kaput. Sherman kaput. No shame there. Plus we've still got the 2 mortars there firing away. Doing their best to silence any armored cannon. Other Sherman on the move. Abandoning the south end before 2 remains there. Rather than up secure the center munitions point. Good. And Captain on the way. So he's actually now taking towards the Captain. And there he's going straight on for like 50 caliber. Oh dear. Needed to reload there. Actually allowing the Grenadiers in this case to clear it out. Would be nice if, you know, if nothing was happening, they might just automatically reload the machine guns. I mean, that's just a bit sloppy, to be honest. And had that not been the case, I think the Grenadiers here wouldn't have been able to just waltz up to it. It's basically because Larry there had to reload right in the middle of the fight. In fact, in the beginning of the fight, they ended up like that. Anyways, Sherman there's the command tank. Sherman gets behind, or at least attempts to get behind there. Command tank having surprisingly good shots. There's several went through the front line of Sherman. In fact, 3! My God! Looks like someone's been stealing heat rounds without telling anyone. Got more rifle on the way, and the Captain, so the bazookas will be added. But is that being pushed back? Got one of the victory points for the overall advantage there is solidly in Ulrich's side. He's still flooding manpower. Get some caches up, Ulrich. Get some caches. And another Sherman to replace the one lost there to the Krauts. And stealing away a Pack 40 there for added anti-tank. Not bad. Alternate to the enemy that way, of course. But we got another Pack 40 here already for Cobra. And it is time here for the mid-game analysis. Country Trace Norris got a nice chunk of the map here. He was pushed back for a brief while there, but overall he's got a nice map control. Control of the fuel points. He's got a lot of armor. He's got a decent mix of infantry and support weapons. He needs to recruit that 50 caliber. He could also consider maybe throwing in another fighting position. And otherwise, suggest, maybe getting some Browning light machine guns, in which case you can get some munitions caches up. That would also help with supplying more grenades in the longer run, so that would be some very good choices there for Ulrich, I think. And another option might be after the second Sherman or whatever, get maybe a Jackson to help deal with the armor a bit more securely, or maybe a Scotch to further strike down on infantry. Otherwise, consider some mines again, lay down some light anti-tank mines, and again sort of trying to mobilize the vehicle and that way deal with them. That would be a really good move there for Ulrich. For Cobra, take up. He can't just keep relying on command tanks. He needs to take up, get out some proper armor, maybe some Stooks initially, or some Panzer IVs or Austrians, but some armor is needed, and maybe throw in a Puma to sort of support their deal with the armor bit, at least until something with a bigger gun arrives. But just relying on the command tank, I think, is a bit of a reckless affair at the moment here for Mr. Cobra. Panzer Grenadiers will be a good choice. You can't either just rely on Grenadiers for light machine guns. That will eventually, I think, run into some problems. And also, he needs to sort of strike more to the south. He needs to harass more on the south. He actually use the command tank sort of harass in the south there, force away the MG42. Otherwise, I mean, it's basically going to be free resources there for Ulrich without any real contest with them. Overall means Ulrich will have the resource advantage over Cobra for a longer part of the fight here. So if we can force Ulrich to extend, I think that would be a good start there for Cobra. But anyways, back to the fight. Let's see what happens next.
Ops report the weather is lifting. Stand by for confirmation.
Let us see what happens next in today's battle. Sherman arriving, large infantry push there, and there goes Sherman just... Oh, they lost one of the crew members. At least he did lose more than one, otherwise he wouldn't be able to crew that Sherman. That could have been a weapon there in the hands of Cobra, so that was damn lucky. And it was pretty risky, sort of the crew hanging about there, closer than his front line. Ostrom up in the church, well, what remains of the church, really. Sherman moving ahead. Good shooter there. Pack 4 providing nice support for the Grenadiers. Sherman moving ahead there. Rifle needs to give it the rifle. Rifle needs to dodge and didn't move fast enough. They didn't move fast enough. And there we go. Ostrom inside the church. Looks like they're going to get the tomb there. No. Only Sergei makes it out of that one alive. Only Sergei. Like the 50 calibers run off with there. Probably wanted fully reinforced so to ensure maximum health. Not a bad decision at all. Still 2 Shermans, nothing further there though, and still floating a lot of manpower. Rather amazed at that. I'm rather amazed. I'm not entirely sure what Ulrich is thinking here, or what he is planning. But some cash still would be a very excellent choice. And we sort of consider he's rather, use some of the more unlikely abilities of this doctrine so far, not really used again the sort of the prime ability, the one which most players tend to go for. So in that guy, Ulrich is not really playing how most players would do it at the moment. He's going heavy on the 50 calibers. He's not going for blowing up machine guns. He's using sandbags. He's using artillery. If he just used mines, I'd be really impressed. But none of that so far. None of that. Rather than hit there, Sherman following up. Got a decent hit there. Decent, but not that good really. Mortar rounds falling down, and they're definitely giving a bit of a headache there though to Mr. Ulrich there. Of course, they sort of constantly flinch and wipe out his men if he's not careful. But of course, they can also lay down a mean smoke screen. But looks like Cobra so far is not really concerned. There we go, rapid attacking head on though, pretty risky. I think they're going to attempt a grenade, but veteran one of the command tank. Let's give Blitzkrieg. No further pushing up here despite having troops that could do it. Eventually two echelons could grab a bit of territory, maybe the fuel. Or the victory point increase the drain there against Cobra. Cobra still not taking up. Come on man, take up. At the very least throwing a Puma. And there he goes from here, halted by the MD-42. Nice little position here, we've got Canadians going up. Trying to deal here with the armies. Behind all of the sandbags, there you go, quick rifle grenade, but there you go, retreat as well. Ultimately failed to get the victory point. Did a bit of bleed out there on the MD-42, but didn't get anywhere. Rifleman there reinforcing. You should maybe consider some sandbags here for his 50 caliber up north as well. I think that would be a good addition there for Ulrich. So we've got a fire pit there for the 50 caliber to ensure they don't freeze their asses off while they are lying directly on the snow. However that works. Reasons creeping in. Command taking about. Still no tack up. We got more grenadiers, no panzer grenadiers, just infantry spam there. Seems like Cobra perhaps is a bit unsure what to do next, so just goes for what he thinks works. We just, throw more grenadiers at it. Just troops in trouble with the command tank, 9 kills. Sergeant Fritz leads his grenadiers away there. Forward, hoping for some panzer support there, and there we go. Lightning Hartmann rolls in. And certainly a fun fact as the war progressed, the German tactical to use junior officers or lead larger units. For example, companies would be left by a lieutenant and so on. So there were some prompts over the German sort of officer composition which would lead to some slightly odd things there. Puma arriving though, so he actually called in a Schwerer Panzerwagen here. They do feel like it might have been a bit too late there. Jumping about there, 50 company already as well. Got a good hit there. And we got a priest out here for Ulrich. Self-propelled artillery. The question is, will he actually make any use of it? Or what would he do? Meanwhile, their command tank. Oh, mine went off the telemine. The Cobra it laid off down. Was set off there under the command tank, heavily damaging his engine. Looks like he might be able to get away with the Puma not supporting Grenadiers, but we got Pack 40 supporting here, so basically got a large push here for the North and the 2 victory points. In terms of a strategy, that's not exactly bad. I mean, it's worth both the victory points up, plus a fuel point. If you can hold that sort of triangle, I mean, you have a decent chance at least sort of lasting and maybe even winning the fight. Of course, you still need to put pressure on the other part of the map. There we got artillery fire on the mortars. There's not a lot of damage. Killed Jürgen and will ruin their roast on the fire. Puma moving in after the priest, trying to get it, but taking a lot of fire there from 50 cal machine guns and the Sherman. There you go, knocked out. Remember that the Puma is vulnerable to heavier machine gun fire there from the Americans' 50 calibers, which also includes the one their vehicles have. So in this case, the Puma took a lot of fire there. I mean, it was a risky gamble, and he should have pulled out. In this case, it seems like Cobra perhaps has a bit of a hard time there judging the risks. Maybe he's just going all in. Oh, now he handed him a light machine gun right there to Ulrich. Repairing that priest. The Brits set their own variant, which they called the Sexton, but was more or less the exact same thing, I think, except on a sort of British or Canadian show thing called the Ram, and sort of equipped with a 25-pounder gun, which actually didn't have quite the same caliber. There's 105mm, but more or less the same design. I believe they would also use priests without the gun in actually as transport vehicles. Fun fact there. Called them defrocked priests. Not something the Americans utilised, but the Brits were sort of rather keen on it, alongside their Commonwealth allies. The Americans just stuck to half-track, so fun facts there, fun facts there. Grenadiers here dealing with the advancing riflemen. MD-42 following up here. Looks like he shifted down the 50 caliber to the south then. It does need some repair still. The 50 caliber has suffered some damage there, so if you can repair it, that would be good. Cobra's lines here on the north. Well, faltering, there's no machine gun bunkers, which, you know, could be good. Or maybe an MD-42 nicely positioned, but he's basically got no MD-42s left. Not helping Cobra there either. So not helping him maintain territory, whereas again, the machine guns for Ulrich are helping him hold territory.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Oh, he's taking up those. Should get up that support corps as soon as he can and roll out some Panzers or some Stugs. We might got some on the move. Command tank running about here as well. There we go. Oh, cooking behind the command tank. Command tank needs to blitz, 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 and there we go. Step on it, Helmut. I want to get out of here. Pack 40 here, trying to sort of set up to deal with it. Double Pack 40s actually. They're getting some good hits then on the command tank. And Rifleman charging forward there with their light machine guns there, engaging the Pack 40 cruise mark. One there, actually could hand it over. And good lord, he actually got both mortars here, with everything else that was happening. He's sealing away both of Cobra's mortars. Wow, talk about a heist. Great mortar heist of Polotny Farmer. Winter. Almost got the Sherman there. Vetty 2 needs to get away. Command tank though, it's also Vetty 2. Shooting it up. Got Pack 40, Grenadiers, Osttroben moving up there rather than being torn apart. Here, they definitely need to get away. They do not have much chance. There we go, artillery going down here, trying to wipe it all out. One good at his strike could gut Cobra right there. Looks like it didn't happen, didn't happen. Come on, build that support armor core, Cobra. Support armor core. Schnell. The Führer demands it. Come on, Cobra. Got one Sherman here, basically holding the territory there. Not at the front line though, but sort of more in a reactive position. Which, I mean, if you're going to use a Sherman tank for example as a defensive element, do it like this. Don't have it sort of where the opponent can just walk up to and shoot it. Keep it a bit behind so you at least have some maneuver and opportunity. So, you know, try and use it a bit more aggressively even on the defense. Maybe sort of catch some units off guard, flank them and deal with them that way. Losing the north points though, 50 cal was pulled away, or the MD-42 was anyways. That one's actually in pretty good condition. And of course now we've got the 2 mortars here behind the wrecked house on the hill. Where's the Americans later dub it Sauerkraut Hill. Of course it makes the kraut sour with all that mortar fire from the German mortars they stole. Panther 4 there making its way back. In dire need of repairs again. Or still. Good use of the Shermans by Ulrich. Artillery-wise, though, he's not quite having as much luck there. I think he might have been having more luck there with his mortars than his howitzer, which is a bit unfortunate there, considering it does shoot a big bit of shots. So here we got Cobra struggling still. Oh, he's not building a heavy Panther support mechanic. He's actually taking up. He might be in for a Panther Sturmpanzer. Pretty risky considering how many victory points he's left there. I think, you know, Cobra might be betting a bit more than he can actually, you know, pull off. Right here, I think, you know, going for support core, maybe some Stuks and Ostwind or something like that would have been a bit sort of initially safer bet. He could always, you know, follow up and maybe attempt towards that, but at the moment, I don't quite think it's feasible. It's simply too much time before he can actually get out some armour. Rather than moving through the blizzard, of course, I mean, they can't really see far ahead, so of course they have to do it. Of course, in this case, illuminating a target there for the pre-sort of silence, or at least attempt to silence. Of course, remember, the farther away the target is from your artillery piece, there's going to be more scatter. And if they can't see the target, even more scatter. In this case, of course, they were spotting, so I mean, there's some, but still. Assault going in here, Pack 40 opening up their good hits on the Sherman command tank. Oh, not command tank, just Sherman. Pack 40 though from the American side, on the command tank there, go back, getting flanked here by the Befehlspanzer. 15 kills there. Of course, we've still got the 2 mortars joining in as well here. Command tank moving in here, getting good hit in the American mortar, getting behind the Pack 40 as well. Stop it! Ah! Oh dear, looks like he couldn't decide if he wanted to go after the Sherman or the Pack 40. Missed out on both. Can always happen. He could still try and blitz in after them. I mean, that's an option here. That is an option. Of course, it is risky in the blizzard. It does depend on how bold Cobra feels. You should also consider using some counter-attack tactics, sort of increase your capture rates. And we got sort of something stopped here. Victory point still secure. The glory of the United States.
Germans are making a push.
Germans falling back there from Sauerkraut Hill. As the Americans bombarding it with their mortars. And getting a half-track out here for Cobra. Interesting decision to get it now. Again, it only further delays any chance of getting armor out, which again begs the question why. I mean, he's even trying his just, you know, sort of making things up as he goes along. Mines, he's basically trying to hold the northern point. He looks like he's laying down S-mine. Pack 40 is falling back there. Command tank, basically the anti-tank. It's all to sort of defend the path here. And of course, even that could sort of be, you know, avoided by sort of cribbing up here, sneaking up and going for the victory point behind him. Could even cut him off from the resources. Pioneer spotted. Pack 40 moves ahead, and oh dear, sets off the mines. Command tank moving ahead. Mortars firing away. There you go. Damage engine. Damage engine. Doing some damage here to the rifleman, but Sherman going to flank in. He's the veteran T2 Sherman, but double Pack 40 going to good hits there. We could even see a Panther from the Ostrom. Damaging the engine. Still flanking the command tank. Pack 40 joining in there from the American side. Almost got it, almost got it. There we go. Pack 40's almost got the Sherman as well. Half-track moving ahead, half-track moving ahead. Could lay down the smoke screen. Use it. Smoke, smoke, smoke. Neben. Sherman down. Artillery fires. Or did it? Not quite hitting anything here. Mortal being called in. He's just lighting up the entire area right here. Pioneers shouldn't be moving into it. Oh, good lord. So much artillery. And then go another Sherman flanking in. The one helping the reserve in the south moves up behind here.
Weather is cleared. Return to normal operations.
Shot failed to penetrate though. Of course he was using high explosive rounds. There we go, the command tank out of functioning order. So much resource there for Ulrich. I'm surprised. And again, no caches at all. Bit disappointed there, bit disappointed. Cobra sometime with getting any resource. Then again, he's also largely almost full pop cap, though I think could easily get a pair of Shermans right now if he wanted to. Half check also in top there trying to escape through the deep snow. Not the best escape route, but manages it. For the time being anyways. Going for the southern victory point. Now someone's got all three there. Almost there for Mr. Cobra. Mortars continue to make a mess of things there for the Germans. Howard's also ready to fire again. Though it hasn't really done a lot of damage. There go Vetic on the other Sherman. Getting another one again. Could consider another priest. More Shermans. Mortar half tank. He's really got a lot of resource. Again, caches will also be excellent. And I'm still surprised also. Not a single Browning light machine gun to be equipped. He's used this. Which is some of the lesser used doctrinal abilities, though. I mean, he's not used the mortar half, which I also argue is not very used either. And the priest does see some uses compared, for example, say again, you know, rifleman defensive structures. Or that one.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
Go, more Shermans out here for Ulrich. Cobra's getting closer there to the Panther, getting closer, but again he's rather done a lot to also delay the Panther. And even then the question of course is, should he have gone for a Panther in the first place? Wouldn't Stooks or Panther Force have been a better choice considering the victory point and thus time constraints on him and the resource constraints, in particular since he went for the half track? I mean, a lot of things there to consider, and you know, I feel like Cobra there went for the wrong decision. Oh good lord, what's that? Well, seeing as it didn't go meet, I'm guessing that wasn't a Roadrunner. But there you go, counter-attack led by the Pioneers and the Ostroben. Whatever infantry they got to be scraped together here by Cobra's forces at the moment. At the same time, Sherman hitting the Grenadiers down south. He's one of his two Grenadier squads to the left here. He has many, and most of them died horribly. And this one joins the list. Sergeant Hank Powers rolls ahead there with his crew and could surprise here the half track. Wipes the Pioneers. Oh dear. And now Cobra so close to the Panther, so close, but he's about to lose the half track here. Its armour not even able to save it from high close rounds. And there we go, kaput.
Enemy is inflicting losses upon us.
The front line is collapsing. He's actually got 3 Pack 40s here. He can get the Panther now. He can get the Panther now. But the question is, how much will it help? He's got barely any points left. He's got no infantry almost left either. Rifle down the MD-42, but I don't think that's going to help. Shem coming the northern point. Shem joining in, helping the southern point. Pack 40s moving up. There we go. The Grenadiers won't make it any farther, and the Pack 40s won't be able to dislodge the MD-42 crew from there either. Priest joining in. Almost got to hit this. Sherman moves. Oh, knocked out there, knocked out. Apparently weren't expecting that many packs. Wooden carts flying as well, in bits and pieces. And the Pack 40s there are falling back as the riflemen are advancing. Pioneers creeping about there, trying to make a move there, but that is not going to end up well. And dead as well. He's down to 1 awesome squad, 2 Pack 40s, and in a few moments a Panther. But he's got 10 points left. 10 points left. Even as the Panther does arrive, finally some more threatening armoured support arrives there. It is too late, I fear, there for Cobra. He has expended his options. And he's made a few wrong bets. 5 points left. 4. 3, 2. Jackson on the way after he's seen the Panther.
Are securing our territory.
1, and game over. There we go. Game over. A loss there for Cobra. Victory for Ulrich. Nice little fight there. Though I'm surprised again how much he flowed again. He could easily have gone for cash. I think that would have helped out Ulrich a lot more in the long run. Plus, of course, it would have allowed maybe to get some brown light machine guns, which also would have aided him. But overall, nice play there. Good use of machine guns. Bit rare to see that from Americans, but it proved, I think, effective in allowing him to hold the territory and thus hold back Cobra, which again made it harder for Cobra to sort of make any gains and sort of operate the way he wanted. So that was good. He could have done with some mind. I think that given Ulrich a much better hands up, then could have maybe sort of seen this fight end earlier there in the favour of Ulrich. So that would have been a nice thing, and maybe another few fighting positions here and there. But overall, nice play there. Could have used some more smoke. Grenade usage was alright overall, and the grabbing of the both mortars there was a very nice move there. Certainly gave him an extra edge ups there. So nicely played there overall, and certainly something a bit besides the usual of just going for captains. There we got the lieutenant there. For Cobra, there were some definite problems as well. I think he went partly too heavy tier 1, but then also sort of how he held the map didn't really help either too much. I think he should use some more smoke, for example, to clear up some of them D42s that might have, aided a bit. But I think sort of also one of the bigger mistakes was basically just relying on too many command tanks and then going for tier 4 when it was clear he didn't have time or resources for it, to finally getting up some kind of tank besides a command tank just before the match ends. Had he gone for Supreme Core, I think he might have been able to pull it off. So there you go. I also think Panzer Grenadiers would have been better than just throwing constantly Grenadiers at his opponent as well. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed this match. I hope you learned something from it. I hope it enlightened you and gave you some tips and strategies for your next fight there, sort of help you. And if you did want to subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If not, send in a replay and find some feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Deng saying cheers, thank you all for watching, and see you all tomorrow. Bye.